All right, we can get started whenever you're ready.
Cool. All right, guys. Today is the day we get to start jumping through some accounts. So I think the best way to do it is to give you guys control somehow, so you guys share your screen and we walk through it that way. As we all know by now, I'm not a Zoom ninja by any means. So give me a couple seconds to figure that out. And then we'll start going one by one. I think, Greg, correct me if I'm wrong, if I promote them to panelists, can I give them permissions that way?
You don't have to make them a panelist. You can just make them the host.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And actually too, like if you want to control their screen, if you want to control their mouse, you can do that too. So that way you can go to where you want to go in the account.
Yeah, that would be that would be great. What's the best way? So like I'm looking at attendees. If all I got is chat, promote, rename, or remove.
Well, once we pick somebody, then you can do it.
Who wants to be first up? Who's got their account open and ready to go? Guess everybody's still asleep here. What about you, Dan? My account's ready, Emil. So how will we do that with Emil?
I think you do have to make him a panelist first. Or no. Actually, see, you're the host now, so like you might be able to. I think it's like whatever the thing is, you can click down, and then one of the options will be make host.
I can do
like on their name.
Yeah, but I don't get that. All I get is chat, promote, rename, or remove. So I promoted Emil. Now I'll try it. Okay. So I can make.
Okay, yeah, promote must be it then.
Rename prompt. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make you a host, Emil, and then yeah, you're gonna have to make me host back after. I think is the way we'll do this. So there we go.
And I think you can request control from Emil.
Okay.
Well, he's got to start. I think he's got to start sharing first.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right. Now it's midnight here. So
oh my gosh.
Staying up late because I know the value of this.
Definitely.
So a bit of a background here. Hold on a little bit. Give me just a few seconds, all right?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, I'm back. All right, this is all right. Okay, so a little bit of background. So me and actually two other guys that are on this call, Obi and John, we decided like a week or two ago to like test out Wars of YouTube. So we did some tests. It didn't go that well for us, but so we need some help here. So this is very good. So let me just share my screen.
Perfect.
Share screen.
Yeah, it's not as intuitive as it seems.
All right. Okay. Do you guys see this?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Okay, so one thing to mention. So since I live in Norway, I can't really change the currency. So it shows up in my local currency, but I mean, you just take that let's say like if it says 100, that means like around $10.
Easy enough. Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
just divide it by 10 and you'll have like dollars.
Perfect. So I'm used to having to do it. I'm from Canada, so I look at American accounts all day, and I'm used to it being like a third. But that's a joke on our dollar. Our dollar's terrible these days.
All right, so let me pull up the landing page as well, actually.
Perfect.
So we decided to test this offer called Super Affiliate System by John Crestani because I've heard it's a good converter. Greg said it's converted good for him.
Cool.
I mean, not necessarily on YouTube, but I
Yeah.
know that the guy runs it internally on YouTube as well. Supposedly, he's claiming that he gets it at 500% ROI.
Yeah, they all do.
Yeah, so I'm not too sure, but hey, it should work, right?
Yeah.
So let's see here. Here is that page. Let me get the thank you page as well.
Perfect.
So we just have it up, so we don't need to opt in and stuff,
Cool.
Let's get that. So that's that. All right. So where should we start?
Start right at the back. Start right at the offer, actually. We'll start at the offer, then let's look at your funnel, then let's look at the account. Be the best way to do it.
All right, that's cool. So to get to the offer, I mean, let me just show you the lander for that, like the offer page. So this is the offer page. So it's a high ticket webinar. So
Good.
basically when these people click here, you see like
Yep.
you get to
Ever
sign
webinar.
up here. Yeah, like it's an auto webinar. As you explained yesterday, like I also think it's weird that these convert and people fall for it all the time, but as long as it works,
Yeah, as long as it's working, we'll keep abusing it. That's it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Just gotta milk it out.
Yeah.
So they register here, they get the webinar, and the whole product is about it's a course for affiliate marketing.
Okay.
So
what does it cost?
The cost is $1,000, and I believe the payout is 430 or something.
Okay.
I think that's the payout. Not too sure. Or you know what? I'm inside ClickBank here. I think. Let me just refresh, see if I'm logged in still. I am. Let's see. It should be. No, let me. Super affiliate system. Got it. So, it's a 50% commission on $997 front end plus $257 per month, one-time upsell.
Cool.
So that's like the average conversion is like 633, which is very good. It's very good.
Yeah.
So that's essentially the offer itself.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, do you want to see like slides
Yeah.
from the webinar as well?
No, that's fine. I've seen a million of those, so that's perfect. Okay, so show me your funnel now. Like, what are you making people do to get there?
Okay, so we figured out that you can get pretty aggressive here actually, and still get approved. Like, look at this headline, like underground live training. Like, dude, this is like, if you run this on Facebook, like, my God.
Totally.
So this is like our lander, and you see like it's all just webinar. Like in this 45-minute live training, let's cover this. This, and this benefit, and then it's just when you get here, like, do you think this looks all right?
So I think like maybe, I do. I would. The yes, reserve my seat now. You could probably put below the bullet points.
Like
or
this?
That's fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. So no, it looks good. It looks good in terms of what I see and what I work with every day. This is literally it. Header. You could have a subheader, or above the header, it could just be something as simple as free. Watch the free training now, or something like that. Not necessary. It's just a good way. It's just something good up there. You're really driving home the fact that it's a training, it's free, and you can watch it right now. But this is a really good lander from YouTube. I give it like a good 8 out of 10.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, if I would suggest anything, it would take out some words. And I'm not in terms of that your copy is bad, your copy is really good. It's just a lot to read, right? So I'm going from, let's think of the journey, right? I'm on YouTube, I'm doing whatever I'm doing. Maybe I'm looking up, like, depending, I don't know what your targeting is, but let's say I'm looking up how to make some extra money from home. I'm expecting to invest some time watching some videos. I see your ad, it compels me. Yeah, okay, I want to watch your free training. Boom. Oh my God, I got 650 words to read. And now, yes, those words are prompting me to get into a free video, but I would just look at this and go, okay, what's not necessary here, just to shore it up a little bit. Like, for example, Underground Live Training reveals how average people are creating shockingly profitable 100+ K year businesses from home. Underground Live Training reveals how average people are creating shockingly profitable. Yeah, it's probably fine, actually. I would almost even give it another font size bigger so that it sticks out a little bit more. Because right now, when I land on this page, I see that button, which is good, but I want to see the headline and the button. So I would maybe give that just a little bit more of a boost. And then in this 45-minute live training, you'll discover, I would make that just a touch smaller too. And then how John students generate 2,500 plus per week, every week online without experience. That's fine. The super affiliate system John uses to wake up to as much as 14K made overnight while partying at festivals, a live income producing demonstration where John will attempt. Yeah, it's not bad. Like, maybe it's just formatting that's making it seem busy to me. So like, maybe I just make that headline a bit bigger and the other stuff on the left a little bit smaller. And what I'm suggesting to you is not going to change your conversions by a whole hell of a lot. It's just a little tip. But yeah, okay, great. So they click on that, and then where do they go?
So they click on this, and then they get, bam, here.
Okay. The live training starts soon. Type in your first and last name to secure your seat. Okay. Sorry, first name and email. Okay, so they type that in, and then where does your thank you go? So to
Here.
thank you. Thank you. You claimed your free pass. Access it down below. We've also sent you an email including your unique free pass. Be sure to check that out. Free pass. Start your own. So yeah, we're making them do a lot of steps. Do you know right now how much it's costing you to get somebody actually to that webinar?
To be honest,
yeah.
No.
Okay.
We've got probably, like, I think we got one email lead. We spent like $80 the first day, and we only got one lead. And I mean, yeah.
And we don't even know if they signed up for like the Ever webinar on his side, right? Like, what's the tracking look like on the ClickBank side? Like, what can you track?
So I can show you like what we track. It's like, let me just do like customer range. I just do like some, so we know everything. So yeah, I mean, we track by tracking IDs there. So this is the description. Pretty sure this is the, no, that's not the one. Hold on. Yeah, this is the one. So I know for a fact one of the days when I was looking at this, we got the one lead we got actually went to the offer page. But I'm wondering now, because what I also can do, I want your opinion on that. Instead of going to this page, right?
Yep.
What about just going straight here?
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to suggest. I think that your thank you page is just another step that's slowing down your process. So again, let's go back to the journey, right? We're on YouTube. We're searching, how are we going to make some money from home? Your ad compels me to click because I'm interested in the free training. I assume that's your call to action, is to watch free training. We can get into that in a second. And then, okay, yeah, I want to watch it. boom, I land on a landing page. I have to consume some content, which is fine. That's just the nature of the beast. Okay,
Yeah.
now you're asking me for my first name and email, right? So you're asking me for two manual, basically CPAs. Okay,
Yeah.
and now you're taking me to a landing page with more stuff to read, and you're telling me I've got to click again or go to my email. So I opt on clicking. Now I've clicked and I've come here, and you're going to make me sign up for the webinar again. You're going to ask me for my email again, my name again, and to pick a time and all that. So there's a lot of steps that I've just gone through there. So we need to cut out as much of that fat as we can. And I think you're 100% right. I would cut out the thank you page and have it right to here. And even on your opt-in, like, can you go back to your opt-in?
Yeah. Here.
Okay, so the left train, type in your first and last name to secure your seat. That's perfect. So that's exactly what I was gonna say. So you're securing your seat here, and then you're picking your time. So now it's a little more congruent. I can now see why I'm being asked 2 steps. But again, how necessary do you find it to collect their first name here? How much do you think that helps your email conversions?
I mean, I've just seen from my own experience that, like, for example, when I use like the first name and like subject lines and stuff, it boosts up the conversion rate. Like,
Yep.
no, not conversion rate, like open rates.
Right. Right.
But
So
it's not necessary.
I would test this then. Just test it, right? And maybe the value in having that first name in terms of like the lifetime value of your customer and building your email list is probably worth it. I don't know. That's not what I specialize in, but I'm looking at your funnel right now going, how do I reduce as much of it as I can? I need it to be as easy as possible. I need it to go from me as a consumer looking to how to make money online and I'm on YouTube to watching your webinar in as few steps as possible, right? So I'm just thinking like adding that name is just another step. So I'm not saying take it out. I'm just saying it's something to consider. I would definitely go from the secure my seat, and that goes right over to your hop link. I think that's it for sure. And so this, yeah, I think that would be the biggest thing. And somehow break up your landing page a little bit. And I think maybe just making that headline a little bit bigger might be all you need to do, because it almost seems, I'm sorry, I'm talking past where we are. If you close the pop-up right now,
Yeah.
you see this in the 45-minute live training, you'll discover that almost pops out to me more of a headline than your actual headline. So I would make sure you make that a little bit smaller and your actual headline bigger. But other than that, I think that was going to be a game changer for you, is to take that thank you page off and increase this headline. And then you need to work on getting your opt-ins from $80 down. So yeah. So do you have any other questions in terms of your funnel to offer, or do you want to go into your account?
No, not about this funnel, but I was wondering, after we've taken a look at like
Yep.
my account, if we could look over another
Yep.
funnel. I haven't tested it yet, but I want
Yeah,
your opinion
absolutely.
on it still.
Yeah, this is a no limits. Like if you got 6 funnels, we can look at all 6 of them. I got no problem with that at all.
Oh, this is nice. It's like Christmas.
There you go.
All right, let's take a look at the campaigns then.
Cool.
So yeah, now they are not running. I mean, I've been focusing on another account, but that's for like some yeah, actually one of Greg's like course and stuff. I'm actually trying to run that. But let's focus on this campaign as of now.
Yeah. Let's do it.
So as you might be able to see, I mean, like all 3 of us, like John, me, and Obi, we come straight from Facebook. So
right.
I mean, we've done the same, or at least I've done the same sort of like campaign, one ad group / ad set, and then 1 video, or 3 videos, whatever. So
gotcha.
It's a lot of campaigns, sir, man. Like it's a lot.
That's no problem.
So all right,
so
let's go over this.
Yeah.
So okay, these ones, because the first thing we did was trying out placements. Okay, like we got like 500 videos and we started testing that, but the problem was that they wouldn't spend, you know.
Yep.
They wouldn't
Yep,
spend
that's-
because our bid was too low, I guess.
Yep.
Or maybe the traffic, who knows, right?
Yeah, it could be one of the two for sure. You're definitely last in line in the auction on placements. But yeah, it could be the bid too.
Yeah, so that's what this is. And then what happened here? I think I tried another objective with the placements again, didn't work again. So we decided to test out keywords and do
Good.
some smaller tests. So in terms of that, I mean, instead of testing out simultaneously like 2 different videos versus 2 different landing pages
Mhm.
against 2 different placement lists, we just did 2 videos, 2 landing pages, and the same keywords list for all of them.
Gotcha. Okay.
So this is where we're at. So
I'm just to throw it out there right now. The only the only reason I would suggest to maybe not do that and maybe build those out in ads. So make it maybe into one campaign. So for each keyword, have it in a campaign and have all the ads you want to test just in that. The reason I'm saying that is that you're bidding against yourself now. So if you have 4 campaigns, all with the same keyword in each campaign, you're now bidding against each other in all 4 of those for that keyword, and you're potentially cannibalizing it. And you could be like way overdoing the frequency. So you could be paying for a lot of, you could end up, I should say, when you get to the scaling process, the scaling part of your campaign, you're gonna find that you're cannibalizing a lot. So, but anyways, that's neither here nor there for this.
yeah, but that's good to know because, like, I mean, I'm open to everything. I'm new to YouTube. I'm new to Google. So this is just all good knowledge.
Yeah, the one thing to keep in mind is that simply in YouTube that you can do that you can't in Facebook is you can't tell Facebook to screw off in terms of like it's going to optimize whatever ad it wants or whatever ad it thinks is best, right? Where in YouTube you can go, I just want you to rotate indefinitely, and I will say which ones are good or bad. That's the pro in YouTube, and why you can just stick. You want to put 50 ads into one campaign, do it, and then just aggressively shut them off.
Right. That's good to know.
What
So I
is
mean, yeah,
what
go
is
ahead.
what is your conversion action set here? So you're saying 11 conversions.
So I did something I didn't know, and so I put the page view to fire off, right?
Right.
So you're probably guessing what this is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. It says 9 clicks and 11 conversions.
Sure. Maybe you got 2 email submits. So it could be 9 of them could be page views, and then 3 of them were actual opt-ins. So it's just going to total it up. So
How do I separate that?
So at the top, just go up to segment. It's beside the search. Go to conversion and conversion action. This is the best way for us to segment it in terms of looking at it. I can show you how to do it later just in the campaign so you never have to deal with this again. Oh, where did it go? It might be back up. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Page view, page view, page view,
There's
page
11.
view.
So yeah, so it's saying 11. So there's a lead and opt-in with the page view. The one for 11 still was saying 11 with 9 clicks. It's just that somebody probably came back to it, or nothing's perfect. So that's probably why.
Right. Yeah. So you see, we've spent around $150, and we got total 1 lead.
Interesting.
Yeah, it sucks, man. That's not good.
Well, it might be. So let's go into that campaign with the lead. Let's check that bad boy out. Okay, so here's our ad group. Cool. Let's go into the ad group.
Like that, I guess.
Yep, that's perfect. And so let's go to your targeting first before we look at. You only have one. Oh, right, you have it split up. Let's look at targeting first. So this is keyword.
Yeah, here. So we slapped in like 150 keywords there, but it was only one that got spent though.
Yep. So that's the issue, and why I break them out per. And honestly, it's exactly this reason. So let's say How to Make Money Online Fast 2020 is giving you, let's say it starts to give you mediocre results to the point where you don't want to shut it off. The problem is, how do you then give how to best earn money online any traffic? You have no way of testing other keywords in this group other than shutting off other keywords. So I'm only saying this to illustrate why I think it's super important to break keywords out per ad group. But anyways, let's look at this winner that we got. You spent $10 on it, right? Am I looking at that right?
Yeah, around 10, yeah.
So you spent $10 on it. You got 3 page views and the conversion.
Yeah, 3 clicks and 1 lead. Yeah.
So this is good news, right? So if you shut off every other keyword in here and we just looked at this one keyword, I'm just saying hypothetically, I'm not saying to do it. If we just looked at that one keyword, you're looking at $10 conversion, right?
Yeah, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. So now is in your situation, I would make a consideration to break out How to Make Money Online Fast. Just make it its own campaign, right? Start fresh, build a new campaign, build it the way I showed you, or how are you bidding? I guess I didn't ask that to begin with.
How am I bidding? So this one is leads. I guess that's maximize conversions. However, I do prefer like go with no goal, if that makes sense.
Good. Okay, so that's fine. So yeah, my suggestion to you would be build a new campaign, have the only keyword, make one ad group, make it How to Make Money Online Fast 2020, and yeah, and then put your ad into it. And then maybe I would double that out. Maybe I'd make like 5 ad groups in that campaign, and I'd make it so close to this. I go How to Make Money Online Fast 2020. The next ad group I'd make How to Make Money Online Fast. The next ad group would be How to Make Money Online. The next ad group might be How to Make Money from Home, whatever. Make them super, super tight, right? And then it's that way, it's small, it's tight, it's only 4 or 5. You don't have to worry about shutting them off. And you can kind of start to assume that they should all kind of act the same, because the intent between How to Make Money Online Fast 2020 is probably pretty close to the same intent as How to Make Money Online Fast, right? So
yeah,
that's how I would look at that. Another thing to look at that we could do here is, let's just take a quick peek at demographics.
Demographics, right? Yeah, I only did male, I remember. I know about age and stuff. Yeah, I excluded 18 to 24.
So why would you exclude 18 to 24? What would lead you to do that?
Well, it's just, I mean, the reason why I did it, and we as 3 of us decided to do that, is because from our own experience, like usually that age range doesn't really make money online products. But I may contradict myself because I'm literally 23 and I'm in here. So
I went bankrupt for the first time when I was 20 years old. And I'll tell you, I went bankrupt trying to start my own business, well, multiple own businesses. I spent a lot of friggin' money. And the reason is, when you're 18 years old, people get their first credit card, and you're on your first credit card is usually $1,000, right?
Yeah.
So and I'm challenging you on this, just challenge you to think. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying, in my experience, I test everything. Now, what would I find in a make money offer like this? Yeah, 18 to 24 potentially gets shut off. Gender-wise, yeah, I'd probably shut off females. But I probably shut off lower 50 percentile in household income. But I wouldn't assume that at the beginning. I would just watch it closely as it builds. So if you remember the campaign that I launched, and we looked at it yesterday when I just had that like 4 conversions or whatever in that one campaign, all 4 of those conversions came from the 18 to 24 age group.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah, I remember that. So I
And
mean,
and the keyword was pretty close to the same keyword you're using right now. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. It was on a custom intent audience.
yeah, yeah. Oh, custom intent audience. What do you mean by that specifically?
So I built them the first day, but I can show you right now. Let's just quickly finish this, and then I'll show you real quick.
Yeah,
Um,
sure.
so my challenge to you would be I would test that 18 to 24. That's my only point here. Again, talk to your partners about it. If you guys aren't comfortable with it, don't do it. But that's just what I would say. And gender, I would test female too, but I would lean towards male. You are definitely right about that.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
the last thing I wanted to look at was the ad. Can we just watch the ad real quick?
Yes, the ad we can take a look at. So we actually have some ads created for this stuff. I think we have four or five videos perhaps, but
Nice.
we decided to isolate them. If you want, we can take a look at all of them.
Sure. Let's start.
Um,
I just want to see the basics. This is gonna go to your landing page.
oh yeah, this is another lander we have, but we decided to test out some other because like
I like
course.
your other one a lot better. Yeah, like this
yeah,
one.
me as well, man.
Yeah.
So screw that. Let's see. Is it preview?
No, you might have to.
I'll
you might
go
have
to YouTube then.
Yeah, there you go.
This is on my channel. This is the second video. All right. Let's see here. Is it here?
Yep.
Not too familiar with this. Let's see. Yeah, so this is all in Norwegian, you see. Let's see here. One, two. This is the video.
Yep.
No, this is wrong. No, here it is. All right, so let's see this. Let me just let it load. Oh, okay. Can you guys hear this? Hold on. Can you hear that?
No, we can't.
Oh my god! So it's this thing.
If you go back to share and go to reshare your screen, there'll be an option on the bottom left when you pick your screen that says
share computer sound.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's share it. Okay. Let's try now. Let me know if you can hear it.
I'm 15, and within one day, I've made my first commission.
And it's been a year since I haven't worked a 9 to 5, and I've been making pretty good, money now.
I am a single mom in Tucson, Arizona, and have been struggling to pay my bills, and now I have an internet business, and I'm so excited.
I'm freaking excited today. I got my first sale.
John Crestani, you've been featured in Forbes magazine.
And the best thing is you can work from anywhere, no matter where you travel.
I've really worked hard to create in my educational programs, creating a clear plan that people can follow, that's proven and can help them become successful and start making their first commissions online and learn business skills.
I love it because a lot of people do not know where to start.
Hi, my name's John Crestani, and this is your invitation to join a webinar that I'm hosting on how to create your own internet business from scratch that creates for you an automated passive online income.
Able to quit my job because of this mastermind beast right here.
And I made 5 commissions.
I just made my first online commission.
John, absolutely one of the best teachers there are.
If you're still earning an hourly wage or a monthly salary, you probably know something's very wrong. And it's because you're the part of a corporate system that's been designed and rigged against you to take your freedom and your time away from you like a slave. Now, if you'd like to learn how you can finally create the freedom that you deserve and join a community of internet entrepreneurs that are doing the same for themselves and learn how you can create your own online income, then register for this webinar today. Reserve your seat on one of the webinars I'm hosting this week. There should be a link below or a box somewhere on this page. See you there.
Yeah, so the the biggest issue with this ad is that first like 20 seconds of all of the testimonials. All of that, I would cut that. I would keep going, right until he actually starts talking about, sorry, if you just scroll over the timeline there again.
Yes, so
Keep going, past this. Whoop. This is where the ad should be starting. Like
Here.
maybe at the 40-second mark or something. Wherever this cuts, whenever this transitions, right there. This is where the ad should be starting, right? Because this is when he starts, I want to invite you to watch a free webinar. That's what it needs to start with. All of this testimonial up front, you're losing a pile of people because I had no idea what was going on, right? If I'm looking at it as somebody, as a cold audience, I just know people are talking about testimonials. I get testimonials jammed down my throat all day long about stuff. Nobody's told me what this is about yet. So you're going to get a lot of skips on that. Or a lot of people who are, they're on their phone texting by the time it gets to the point of the ad, right?
Yeah, so you would probably recommend to just get to the point right away.
Yeah, like if I had this in my editor right now, I'd splice it right at 40. Maybe I'd tag those onto the end, sure, no problem. But the rest of the ad's great. Talks about the webinar, talks a bit about stuff, tells people exactly what to do. He has a strong CTA in it. It's good. I would still use this ad, but I'd use it for retargeting. So now if somebody's been through, seen this ad, and they've gone and they've actually watched the webinar but haven't purchased, then I'd start using this for retargeting, because then all that social proof up front with like him being on talk shows, that's going to help conversions a lot. But when I don't know who he is, that social proof doesn't really mean a lot to me. Or sorry, if I don't know what he's offering, it doesn't mean a lot to me.
Right, got it. Okay, so that's pretty good to know. So we do have some other videos there.
Cool.
Let me show you some.
Yeah.
So I mean, okay, so that video we have. Let's see. I have some more. I have this one. This is me with a voiceover actually. And in the beginning, you could hear the sound, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Perfect. All right. I'm just gonna let this load a bit, so it doesn't lag or anything. All right.
Stop! If you're like me, you want to start an affiliate marketing business and make a serious amount of money, but it can be hard watching all these YouTube videos all day long and they're next to nothing. Luckily for you, my 7-figure affiliate friend John gives everybody who watches this video a free pass to his web class. Click sign up down below to claim.
I'm John Crestani, and you're invited to an exclusive webinar that I'm hosting this week on how I was able to build my internet business from nothing to the point where it's now fully automated and making me at least $1,000 profit every single day. 4 years ago, I was actually a 9-to-5 corporate slave. I ended up quitting my job, traveling the world, and becoming an internet millionaire. Now I'm hosting a series of webinars this week where I'm going to go over exactly how I've been able to create my automated internet business step by step. I've created my business so that it supports me, so that I'm afforded the freedom of time to wake up whenever I want, and the freedom of location to be wherever I want. If you deserve more than what you're making at your job, if you deserve a better life than having your time, which is your most valuable asset, controlled by forces outside of you. My goal now is to share what I've learned with as many people as possible.
I would recommend this program to anybody that's starting out in affiliate marketing and doesn't know which way to go or how to get into it. It gives you knowledge that saves you time. That would take you years to learn on your own.
One of the best teachers there are.
He has your best interests in mind. He's as good as it gets as far as teaching.
I highly recommend this program to anybody that wants to get into affiliate marketing and start their own business to live their great quality of life.
He's actually one of the smartest internet marketers I know.
The webinar space is limited. Registration is done on as available basis. So make sure you register. There should be a link somewhere on, above, or below this video. where you can sign up and register for this webinar I'm hosting this week. I look forward to seeing you on the webinar, maybe even seeing you someday.
I think it's great. Definitely an improvement on the first one, in my opinion. The one thing I would mention, as same with the last one, I would test these against not having the music as well. The music can be it's a little hard to hear some of the message over the music. But yeah, I like this. I would lean into this ad a lot more than the other one. I'd use the other one strictly for retargeting, I think.
Okay, so then we have one last I want to show you. This one it is, yeah. So this one I think received the most clicks and all in terms of like spent. Let's see. This is the latest one we tested.
Cool.
All right.
Made several sales already. Jet Set program made me money. Within 2 days, I got my first sale.
It's insane the fact that I've probably made in the region of about £1,200 in the space of 4 days.
I tell some people that I'm living the dream because, you don't have to make millions upon millions of dollars to live the dream life like some people did think you do. A couple $100,000 a year is plenty.
All of this is possible through an exclusive training, and I'm going to show you how. All you have to do is take action and get access to this free training, which I'm conducting every single week to show you how you can take your life into your own hands. You don't need any previous or technical skills to get started from. You can start this. All you need to have is a computer and internet connection and a desire to make this work, but most importantly, you need to have belief. Take action, click the link on this page, and get access to this exclusive live training right now. I'll see you there. Anybody who tells you that you can get rich quick or that you can, there's a magic solution to making lots of money online, it's just full of a lot of BS. Because whatever we earn in life, it will be related to two things: the skills we have and the demand for those skills in the marketplace. So let's get started.
Yeah.
Same. I bet it performs better than the very first video because you had that overlay at the top, right? The first video was confusing as to what was going on. Second video was really good. This one is in between the first two, I would say. And I'd say you're probably getting better clicks on it because of the overlay you had at the beginning that just said, watch the free webinar now, or whatever you said about that. So yeah, I basically, if I was you, I would cut the first one, lean into these two, test them without music, and test them with a couple different intros.
All right. Hold on. Let me just write it down.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, all right, good. I've written everything down on my phone, which is really nice.
If you go back to the ad account too, if we want to look, I just want to look at one more thing.
Sure.
If you go to, can you open up, click on the hamburger on the top left there? Yep. Just go to all campaigns. And then you can close it again, yeah. Go to campaigns on the left. Or no, this is fine. Go to videos on the left. Yep. So this is all time. Can you bring up, if you click on columns on the right there, modify, search for clicks. You can just search on the, or right here, whatever.
Oh,
sorry.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah. And then also click on average cost per click right there. Yep.
All right.
Probably all we need.
So we need, yeah.
Just apply. Yeah, just hit apply there.
Apply.
All right. So who's getting some clicks?
Oh, here.
So
all right. So
290, 350. So look at the difference right there. So it's $3 to $3.50. Now, yeah, exactly. Let's go all the way back to the left and see who those guys are. The top one. What was the top one? It was the second video we watched, right?
Let's take a look. I
Sure.
think it is, but no, or maybe it is. I gotta be sure here.
Are you tired of being
No, this is actually another one. I didn't show you this one, but it's essentially the same as the one with the voiceover, except
Right.
the intro is a bit different. But you can take a look at the intro as well. Let's see here.
Are you tired of being trapped in a 9-to-5 job? Do you want the freedom of working when you want, where you want? You're invited for a free live training hosted by an online millionaire. You'll learn the exact method he uses to create an automated full-time income right from home. Seats to the free online training are limited, so go ahead and click the link on this video and sign up for the live training.
I'm John Crestani.
So super interesting that this one converted the best, because you can see or at least in terms of cost per click from view to click. Because look at the very beginning, called out your audience, are you tired of working a 9-to-5? The second thing is what were they looking for? Are you looking for a way to blah, blah, blah? And then like into a call to action. So looking at the script template that I was showing you guys yesterday, and Greg and I will get to you guys. This one's following that, or this one's at least in that realm of that. And it's interesting to see that it does kind of prove that it works. So that's really awesome. Do you want to go back to videos and we can see if there's any other ones kind of standing out?
Yes, I'll do that. I just had to write it down.
yeah, of course.
All right. So yeah.
We know that guy did the best here, how to make 1 million per month.
Yeah, that's the one with the lead, yeah.
Even the cost per conversion, right? I guess cost per conversion is really going to tell us the same as cost per click, right? Because our conversion's a landing page view, so you don't even need to go all the way over here anymore. Right. So if we go down a little bit more, controversial millionaire, it cost you $10. That's crazy. Yeah. So like right away, that ad would be killed. We didn't put much money behind it, but you can see right away, if it's costing you $10, that means a lot of people have made it past the 30-second mark and still didn't click on it. So it wasn't resonating. Or at least the beginning of it was so ambiguous that it held their attention long enough to get past the part where you have to pay for a view. And then they weren't interested and clicked off of it. Where we would rather tell them up front in that first 30 seconds, is this for you or not? And if they go no, they can skip and we don't have to pay for it, right? I'm not advocating, don't be like, there's all kinds of people out there with ads who are just like, if you don't own an agency, press it now. Those are people who are afraid to spend money to test, right? And it looks super cheesy. We would rather, and the way that I suggest is saying, call out your audience. Are you looking for a way to supplement your income, right? That's calling out an audience. And then right now we're putting on free training to show you how to make money through affiliate marketing, whatever, telling them exactly what it is. And that's why I suggest putting that right up front, so that there's not this ambiguity where they're uncertain of where this ad is going. And the ambiguity is costing you money. So yeah, that's just my point on that. So here we go, $2.50. So this one seems to do okay.
Yeah, it does. Like the view rate is pretty decent, I think. What would you aim for as a view rate, if I may ask that?
I wouldn't care. I'd be honest with you. View rate's not a metric I look at very, very intently. I look at average cost per click. If not a lot of people are viewing it, that if my view rate is low, and my cost per click is still good, what it means is that my ad's really good, but my targeting's off. But if my view rate's high, right? If my view rate's high and my clicks are high, that means that my targeting's probably on, or at least my audience I'm calling out is on target, but what I'm offering is probably crappy. Like I'm probably not being very explicit that it's a free video training or something.
Right. So yeah, you can see here the average CPC $2. We did test with one other thing as well. So instead of trying out
conversion.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say this is the ad that you got your conversion on too, isn't it? If you go to segment.
Conversions, conversion action. Let's see.
Oh, no, I'm wrong.
Page view. But it says 5 clicks. Maybe it just didn't register one of them.
Yeah. On this little bit of data, there's always going to be some incongruencies for sure.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, like 5 clicks, 4 page views. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah, especially at 250 a click. Like that's great. Like that's what I'm aiming for with like when I'm dealing with people who own their products and they put money behind creating ads. I don't mean a lot of money, but like they spend a lot of time on ads. We spend a lot of time on testing, and 250 we would run that ad all day long.
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so that's per click. Now, what we did here, we didn't use keywords actually. We used this. Was it this audience matter thing? So I can show you the audience actually. Hold on. This one it is. Pretty sure. Oh no. God, I hate when that happens.
It happens more often than not, eh?
Oh yeah, dude, it's so annoying. That's the one thing I don't like about Google. Like sometimes that just happens and I'm like, oh my God, am I going to lose everything? But
yeah.
Other than that, yeah, this is what we did.
Yeah.
So we just took a bunch of like ClickBank products, like BizUp products, slapped them in here. That's literally it.
So this is a custom intent audience that I was talking about on day one, I think. So I would also test an audience like this with your keyword that works. So your keyword that works is how to make money online in 2020. I'd put that in and 5 variations of it, or 5 total, and I'd also use that for custom intent. What else I would do is see how you have this clicked on people with any of these interests or purchase intentions. I would actually choose the second option, people who search for any of these terms on Google. The reason being, this is like putting, I don't know if you're familiar with Google search, but this is like putting a broad match keyword into Google search. You're basically going to Google if they kind of, sort of, maybe are interested in this, then that works for me. Where if you go to the next one, and Google's telling you right now, you see on the right, the weekly impressions, 1 billion to 5 billion, that this is a friggin' huge audience. So if you can do it right now, if you just click on the left there, people who search, yep. And it's just going to make this a little more defined of an audience. Look at that. So it's a tighter audience, more targeted around this.
All right, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So I'd make another custom intent based off of variations of that keyword that was working before as well, and I would test that. The pros too. So as you mentioned before, you were having a hard time spending on the placement campaigns. Keywords can be so placements are hard to spend on unless you have a really like a huge list of placements with a huge amount of volume and you're bidding really high. Keywords work really well, but can be a little finicky too. Custom intents, no problem. Google will throw money at custom intents for you all day long. So if you can find good custom intents audiences, those are the audiences that you can scale. Like those are the audiences you can put $5 grand behind in a day, 10 grand behind in a day, and you only need one. Where a single keyword, you might have a hard time scaling to that. You need to start creating variations and adding more things to it.
Okay, so my question then is, so with these custom intent audiences, right?
Yeah.
Let's say we use like let's say we use the keyword like make money online, right? To make it super specific, would you recommend to do like, for example, instead of just doing make money online, would you do like how to make money online, best make money online course, stuff like that to increase the intent?
I would 100% do that, but not for the reason that you're thinking, not to increase intent, but to create variation. because what I have found, this is interesting, and I don't have a reason behind it, but just with the amount of money that I have spent in YouTube, I can tell you right now that how to make money online is a bigger audience than make money online. So I don't know if Google is taking that whole phrase and breaking it into smaller phrases to make a bigger audience out of it. But for whatever reason, the longer tailed the keyword is, the more money you'll be able to put behind it for however Google does it. So Google is not taking these keywords and using them as like exact match or phrase match like we would do in search. It's definitely taking them more as broad match. Or maybe broad mod, I'm not sure, but it's definitely the longer tail is going to be a bigger audience.
Okay. So longer tail is better than short tail.
No, I was sorry. I wouldn't say better. I'm just saying is bigger, and I'm just saying it's just another variable. I don't think anything's better than anything, right? I don't think any keyword's better than a custom intent or better than a placement. I'm just saying they all have limitations and they're all worth testing. Does that make sense?
All worth testing. Got it. Okay, that's pretty good.
And another point too, just while we're here, every single keyword that you have in this custom intent, I would also test as a standalone keyword, because if somebody's searching Commission Hero, then your product here is going to be pretty relevant to them. And you got to keep in mind too that when you're targeting keywords, Google's taking like 40-45 minutes from the last time they searched for that keyword. So it's quite possible that somebody's just searching through a bunch of affiliate things, trying to see what would work best for them. So people who are searching specific things like this do work really well. What also work really well are influencers, right? So think of make money influencers, any big names. So Alex Becker is one, that I always use as an example. You could target Alex Becker as a keyword. You could also make an Alex Becker custom intent audience by, you want 5 keywords in an audience, but you could go Alex Becker net worth, Alex Becker Hyros. Hyros is one of his companies. Another one of his companies is Market Hero, right? So those are just some ways to think around it, right? You got to think if somebody is specifically searching for Becker, then they're either interested in courses that he used to do, because Alex Becker used to do a shit ton of courses, or they're interested in software that he's doing now. Like Market Hero is just an email, is like active campaign. And his newest thing, Hyros, is for high spend YouTube, well, not YouTube, I guess, high spend companies who are spending money on a lot of different platforms. And Hyros is just a tracking software, a cloud-based tracking software. So you can see how all of those things definitely would kind of somewhat fit into the audience that you're trying to get in front of.
Okay.
Other things to consider too, for example, if your offer was like for an agency, right? That's super hot right now, like how to start a Facebook agency. You would look at influencers around that. Like who is the person who's starting consulting, who's about consulting, right? Sam Ovens. So you'd want everything around Sam Ovens, everything around Dan Henry, everything around, the big names. So I just thought I'd mention that because I really like that you're targeting keywords here in this custom intent, or targeting competitors in it.
Yeah, thanks for that. It was actually John's idea.
Cool.
So yeah, it did work. Like we got some cheap clicks. So it was pretty good. So yeah, actually I'm just gonna save this as second option.
I don't think it's going to be a new audience. I think you might have just overrode the original one.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'll just screw it. I'll fix it later today.
Okay.
All right. So so to go forward with this exact campaign, right? What would you do? Start right off.
I would start right off at the lander, get rid of the thank you, go direct to the offer, make sure that's done. I'd really take a hard look at my landing page and go, how do I make this smooth? This needs to be greasy, 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 right? Somebody needs to come from YouTube, get right through my opt-in page into that webinar. So can I reduce words? Can I pop the headline and shrink the other text that's not quite as important? I would just look at that. I like your, like I said, your opt-in is an 8 out of 10. That's great. But that would be where I'd start. Second is kill the ads that we know aren't working. Double down on the ones that are. Take, make 9, 27, whatever variations of those, and dump that into the same campaign. Make that campaign hyper focus around that keyword that's really working for you. Make 5 ad groups around those keywords, and then I'd make custom intent audiences with the exact same ads but a different campaign, and I'd build out I would build out probably 10 micro campaigns. If you want to test this on a low scale, I'd build out maybe 10 to 15 micro campaigns like I showed you, really based around that keyword the best you can. Put $5 a day behind them and see which one optimizes the best, and increase the campaigns that are optimizing. $15. Even if they're converting at $20 per opt-in, that's a great place to start, right? Because especially right now when you're paying, what is it, $80 an opt-in, right? I guarantee you, if you build out 15 micro campaigns, $5 a day, by Monday, you will have a campaign that's converting under $20 per opt-in.
Okay, hold on. All right, that sounds pretty good. So to Obi and John, we got some work to do over the weekend.
Keyword, I would say keyword research is the biggest thing you want to double down on.
Okay, double down on keyword research.
Yeah, the landing page changes are super, super simple. That's 10 minutes of your time just making that change, and then really do some keyword research. Go back to the first video and watch me build out some micro campaigns and just follow that step by step.
Okay, hold on. Campaigns in, oh my God. Campaigns in first video. All right, that sounds cool. So thanks for that. So seems like we have a clear roadmap on what needs to be done here regarding this offer, which I really appreciate. I think,
awesome.
I think we can. I'm actually pretty sure we can make it profitable pretty soon if we just follow the steps.
Yep.
And do it all. So.
I agree. I think it's one of the better. I think it's probably a better offer than what I picked off the top of my head. I think it's a great offer to get behind. I think the payout's good, and if we know it's converting well, right? Greg obviously knows some people in the industry, so if he's saying it's converting, then I would definitely get behind that.
Yeah, I agree. So this was one last thing before I give the seat to somebody else here.
Sure.
As I mentioned earlier, we also have another offer we might want to test out. However,
Sure.
we want to do a bit of a different approach, I guess.
Okay.
So let me get that right now. I'm just gonna close that stuff. We don't have a video or anything for it yet, but we only have the lander.
Well, you guys don't seem to have issues making videos. That's awesome. Honestly, the biggest hang up I see with people who are trying to get into YouTube is they're afraid to make a video, and you guys aren't. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I just find a good video, alter it up in iMovie. Takes me 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
Now I'm good to go. It's super simple.
Yeah, and so many people are afraid to do that. They think they got to do, there's all this high production value and shit like that. I'm telling you right now, I'm running a multi-million-dollar campaign, and the guy does nothing but a Camtasia or whatever the hell it's called, screen share every time. He's a trader, so it's fine because that's what people want to see. But his face has never been on a camera. His face is not in the webinar. Nothing. It's as plain Jane as possible. And this guy's just pumps money. Like, it's awesome.
Yeah, that's good to know. That's really good to know.
So
yeah, this is the other thing. You know that ad you showed yesterday from that crazy guy playing piano, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's their offer. Because you can actually push it out on ClickBank. I talked to them and they said, like, because I was afraid it was gone or anything, but they just said, yeah, just still use that link and all. And they have a bunch of like screenshot and stuff on their Instagram profiles. Dude, they're banking hard, like 4 million with Facebook, ClickBank diet. So it's some absurd numbers.
So what is the case study? Is it like a checklist? Is it a video?
Let me show you. I wrote it myself, actually. Where is it here? No, that's not it. $1 million case study. So they actually have this in their course, but I decided to alter it up a bit and write it myself. So it starts off here, and then we just write it here. Like, what is affiliate marketing? What are you doing? How do you get started? What's their story?
I'm not seeing whatever you're showing.
Oh my God, hold on.
No problem.
Do like this then.
Oh, here we go.
Here it is. Yeah, so this is what they get when they opt in. It's a document, like a simple PDF.
Yeah.
Here I explain like $1.2 million case study. And you see, like, I explain what affiliate marketing is, how to get started, their story, like from those two guys. Who are they? How long have they been doing it? Let's break down the magic behind the $1.2 million ad process. So here's this, the image, some sales proof, the text, like, and then I just describe this thing, to be honest.
Yeah. So
and then it's this, like, this just leads to the offer page. Let me take this so you can see the offer page as well. So yeah, that's what they get when they opt in here.
Yeah. So what I would say is this is a great lander. I would test this against watch the free training and going right to the webinar.
Okay. Let me write that down. Test against other lander. All right, now that's written down. So yeah, this is like that part, and then it's just what you'll get from this case study.
Nope, I would cut it all.
Cut this and
Yep,
cut this.
Cut it all. Yep, just this. This is all you need. This is all you need, and test it against. Like maybe you could put those bullet points up here above the fold, but I would go take that template from the offer that I showed you on day 1 and day 2 that I was using, and basically just copy and paste this in. Use your image. Your image is great. These images convert very well. This headline's great. This subheadline's great. And maybe use those bullet points. But I don't make it into a page long. The second you get past a fold and a half, your cost per conversion is going up.
Okay, so the point here is that just make it as simple, short as possible.
Yeah.
Straight to the point.
Yep.
And then just test it
out.
out.
Remember, you don't want to change where they're at. When somebody's on YouTube, it's a beautiful thing, right? They're investing time and educating themselves through video. So don't disrupt that, right? Get as quick as you can back into that, right? So if you're giving them a page to read, that's a lot, right? If I'm predicting how this page will work, I would predict that you get opt-ins for probably the same amount as you would if you were sending them directly to the webinar. And so why would you want to send them a case study first and reduce how many of them are getting to the webinar, right? And I'm projecting that. Like, I don't know. I know that these kinds of get a free case study, get a checklist, they do convert well. I just, like, sure, they convert and then they go back to YouTube and, like, now they're on your list. So maybe you got a cheap lead onto your email list for like $5, $6, maybe $7. But are they watching the webinar, and how many of them are? Is it better just to send them right to the webinar?
Yeah, that's true. So that was something else I was going to show you. So
the case study also just something you could add. Sign up for the webinar in the next 10 minutes and get the free case study. Check your email for the free case study, right? That's well beyond what I'm teaching here, but train people to open your emails, right? That's a good list building trick.
Yeah, that's true. So I mean, apart from just sending them the case study, right? I mean, when they click on this, they'll get to this page, right? Please watch the whole video to access.
Yeah. So,
blah, blah.
So then tell them that. So sorry, go back. When you click on the page, it goes right here. They don't have to fill out any. Oh, they do have to fill out that info. Yeah. See, I think that's more valuable. Tell them about this video they're going to see, and the free case study is an add-on.
Okay.
Right.
Hold on.
Right. This would be different if you were on a blog and somebody was consuming a 2,000 word blog post you had about affiliate marketing and you offered them this free case study. Then that makes sense because they're reading, right? That's where they're at. So you might as well give them something else to read. But right now you're taking them from a video platform and assuming they want a document to read. Well, I'll tell you right now, my wife would never read that document because she consumes all of her content through video. Myself to a greater extent as well. So it's just like you can see how there's an incongruence there, which is going to cost you money in terms of conversion.
Okay, yeah, you got a point there. So okay, I'm gonna show the old phone. So it's this page, opt in, right?
Cool.
Then they get to this page automatically. This is just simply an introduction to the webinar, sort of. I just jacked it from their page. And then like they say, yeah, click on the down below, blah, 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 to register. And then they get to this page. So my question then,
this is your hop link or this is your page?
This is my hop link. So when I think of it, maybe just do it like this instead when I get to think about it.
Yeah.
The angle should just be watch this exclusive webinar, blah, 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 and get a free case, the $1.2 million case that has a bonus for registering.
I would copy and paste this whole thing right onto your opt-in page, collect their email only, and when they click the button, they come right here. So it's super congruent, even use the same color scheme, right? So if you go back to your opt-in, I would put
green button and stuff.
Exactly, and the red, it's terrible colors, but whatever. Use your image. I love this image, but I put their headline there on the left. Really emphasize it's a free video training. Just make it the email, or I guess, test the first name and email against each other, and write to that video. Cut out your thank you page and like that intermediate video. And I wouldn't lean on this case study. If anybody is interested in reading that case study, then they're probably not interested in watching a webinar, or vice versa. Like it's an odd step in a video funnel, right?
Yeah, okay. So just make this as congruent as possible as this.
Yep.
Because this is the webinar registration page, right? And it's the typical auto webinar as usual.
Yep.
And just use this thing, all this, emulate it, slap it in here, maybe use this image and stuff. And then like maybe I could do like as a bonus, you'll get the $1.2 million case study or whatever.
Right. Yep.
Okay, then we're at it. Okay, then I understand.
Cool.
All right, so that's written down. So yeah, I guess that's it. I guess all my questions are answered. This has been a great early Christmas present, man.
Well, there you go. I'm really glad to do it. Yeah, and you definitely got a couple of promising campaigns here. This is awesome. I really like what you guys are doing.
Yeah, thanks. We do appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No problem.
So how do I do it from here? Like, who should be host?
Make me the host if you could.
How do I do that?
You have to unshare at the bottom.
Stop share and then panelists. Okay. More. Yes, make host. So I'm making you host now.
Cool. All right, and I'm gonna make host, change role. I'm gonna move you back to attendee. And all right, cool. There we go. one down. Who is next? It looks like Dan Solomon. Let's go over Dan. Oh, we got two Dans. That's going to be confusing. So promote panelists. Dan. All right, Dan, I am making you host right now. And yeah, you can share your screen. Dan, I think your mic's off.
Okay. Can you hear me?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
There you go. Okay. All right. So I started to organize a campaign based off of what you were going over the last couple of days, rewatching your videos. As you can see right here, the cold in stream.
Cool.
Previously, it's still Greg's offer. This was the old one here. You can see at the bottom that was paused. I don't know if you want to take a look at that. And
yeah, well, let's do a couple of things. First off, can you bring up the funnel? I've only seen Greg's funnel briefly once.
Okay. So the ad leads to this lander.
Yep. Everything's perfect. Okay, and then when you click that, where do we go? Oh, great. So do you have any tracking on this?
Greg has the tags.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay, so it's fantastic. Okay, let's go back and look at that last campaign.
Okay. So previously it was a responsive ad.
Interesting.
And then there was a couple different videos here.
Yep, I've seen those. Okay, so do you want to start in? Okay, so you have to. I'm sorry. Can you go back to your ad groups just so I can take a look and you can talk about how you have them split out?
Okay.
So video conversions. Okay, so what is the difference between your two ad groups here?
He was helping me with the campaign. I forget what he made a minor adjustment to it. I can't remember.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's basically just a duplicate. You just made some minor. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you also click segment and on the right? Sorry, on the right.
Right there we go. Okay.
Conversions and conversion action. I don't think it worked. You might have to do it again.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been a pain. Cool. So these are okay. So it's just straight registrations. $22 registration versus a $40 registration. Improvement really quickly. Okay, cool. So let's go into that ad group that's on. And let's take a look at your targeting. So how are you targeting keywords or?
It was targeted with audiences.
Okay, let's go take a look at your audiences. Oh, I see. Sorry, we can look at these first if you want. Wow, look at that. $2.50 a click. CPM 3147. That's fine. Click-through rate's fine. Okay, cool. Cost per conversion is $15. So like, we're not looking too bad here by any means. This is looking great. Okay, so let's go check out your audiences.
Okay.
Okay. So are these custom intent or are these in market?
I believe they were in market.
Okay. So $8 conversions, $22 conversions. What led you to pause the other two? How much cost do we have in them? We don't have any.
I think they weren't getting any, because he was helping me with the campaign. So I think because his CPM was maybe too high. I don't remember.
Or maybe he knew in his account that they weren't working out or something like that. That could have been something as well.
Yeah.
There's just no data into them right now. So
yeah,
really at a high level, this campaign's doing really well. It's hyper focused on one thing, which is great. What we're looking for. definitely some more videos. I know Greg's working on those. So can you hover over hover over the actual audience, business opportunities? If Google will bless us with populating this. So it's a big ass audience. So yeah, and this is a campaign that you have paused.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to the one that you built based off of what
Okay.
you watched the last couple of days.
Oops.
Yeah, it's not as nice. Now on the right, click on all. Yeah, that works too. That's fine.
Okay.
Add groups.
Oops. Okay. So these are the 3 ad groups that I made. I just paused them because I wasn't finished really. I set them up, but I know I just had some questions and stuff about it. So
Sure. Yeah, shoot. What questions do you have?
So under each ad group, once we have the video ads made, each ad group is going to have 27 videos.
Correct.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay. So 27 individual ads, all different videos.
Yep.
Okay. When you do that, are they all different headlines? Are they all different ad text? Anything?
No.
Okay.
No, I make them all exactly the same. So exact same banner, exact same text, like register, watch now, whatever.
Okay.
And the reason I do that is because the video is going to make the biggest difference.
Okay.
So let's get it down to like your top 2 or 3 videos that are like competing with each other and doing really well, and then start splitting hairs with them, right? Start with the banners. That's going to be the next thing, is going to be the main color of the banner.
Okay.
And then you can start testing different headlines and stuff. But those are the 2s and 3% improvements, right?
Yeah.
With testing those ads against each other, those are the 10s and 20% improvements. So that's why I say start with those.
Okay. So 27 ads, all same headline, all same text.
Yeah.
All same banner. Okay.
Yeah. And if you don't have 27 off the top, and you say you only have 9, then yeah, test 3 different banners against the 9. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. All right. And within each campaign, is it should I have more ad groups that are similar to like these type of keywords, or is it like keep it to a minimum of like 3?
Yeah, 3 to 5.
Max of 3. Sorry.
3 to 5. 3 to 5. Yeah. With custom intent audiences, when you start building those campaigns, I keep those around 3.
Okay.
The reason for the keywords is that you're going to run into keywords that just won't spend. Google's just going to go, nope, nobody searches that keyword, which is bullshit, but whatever.
Yeah.
So that's why you want to have like 5 in there, because in case like 3 of them are dead keywords, then fine, who cares? I've still got 2 to work with, right? Custom intent audiences are always going to spend, assuming you have like 5 keywords in a custom intent.
Okay.
So you're safe with 3 at that point.
Okay.
Because really, at the end of the day, what we want to do is scale the shit out of this campaign, right? So, but we want to have it with smaller variables. But like if you're scaling a campaign that's got 2 active keywords in it or 2 active custom intent audiences, that's phenomenal. That's going to scale pretty good for you. So that's why I do it. If you're trying to scale and you got 5 keywords all pumping traffic and they're all doing pretty okay for you, that's great. And they're only ever going to do pretty okay because there's only so much you can optimize.
Okay. When is a good, like when you're starting the campaign like this with like, do you use the custom intent with the like you were showing with the Google searches, the custom intent based off of that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So is that a separate campaign altogether, right?
Yes. So let's call this done, right? This keyword campaign's done.
Okay.
So now, double this or copy paste this campaign 5. So you got, 10 of them total keywords, right? And then in each of them, you're going to change out the keywords in the ad groups. Great. So now you've got 10 keyword campaigns. Now go back, and for each group of keywords, that group's going to be a single custom intent. So if you had 10 keyword campaigns, that's going to build you 3 custom intent campaigns.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay.
And that's how I do that. And I would do that quickly. So again, I don't know what your goals are, but like if you're starting testing like minimum 10 campaigns, and start them at $5 a day. If you want, start them at $1 a day. And I should have mentioned this yesterday, and this is for everybody. If you guys are limited on budget to start with, don't take that as limit how many campaigns you start with. Just the dollar. Start them at $1 a day, but have more variables, because you will find, like in my account, how it was just the one campaign got 4 conversions. So fuck the rest of them. I don't care about them as much. I can just keep dumping money into that one. And if it takes me a week to get enough data to make a decision on the other ones, I don't care, because I'm already making money here.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. I got on that tangent. I don't know what I was answering.
Okay. But it all makes sense. So okay.
Yeah. So sorry, this is what I was gonna say. Custom intent campaigns will start spending before keywords will start spending. So if you're dabbling with a few campaigns, start with custom intent audience campaigns before keywords, because the keywords could take a couple of days before Google really starts throwing traffic and starts spending your budget, where custom intents will do it right away. Mind you, it looks like yours is spent, so that's no problem.
Yeah, because as I was setting everything up, it was enabled. I just wasn't paying attention. I came back like an hour later and was like, oh, okay, all right.
So that's cool though. Yeah. Just make sure you have that keyword in there. So here's, I will tell everybody a quick story. I had a client, and their top campaign was doing really well. It was, and I mean like a micro campaign had $8,000 a day behind it. So just one of all these campaigns in the account. So what I did was I wanted to, and it had a few keywords in it. I just wanted to make small variations of it. So what I did was I quickly made like 4 variations, copy and pasted that campaign 4 times. And I deleted out all the keywords of it with the intention of re-uploading the newer keywords, right? And then I got distracted with something, got on a Zoom call, how life happens these days, right? And then next thing I know, it was 30 minutes later, and I went back in to start adding in the keywords. Well, Google took that as like 4 campaigns at, thousands of dollars, me telling it daily spend in each of them, and no keywords in it. So I had complete open targeting. So Google ate, I think it was $2,000 in the span of 30 minutes.
Oh my God.
So yeah, so just be careful when you're copying and pasting campaigns and you're changing targeting.
Yeah.
Pause them first. If you have them set at a high amount. If you have it set at $5 a day, it's not going to spend anything, but
yeah, that's
just a little story for everybody.
Okay. Do you want to take a look at the ad at all, or?
I've seen the ad.
Okay.
It's good. I know, and Greg said he's making some more, and we talked actually earlier today about it, so that's cool.
Okay.
This is looking great though. So what are we seeing on this? Do you want to bring up? Do you want to go into your columns and bring up? Bring up clicks and average cost per click.
Average cost per click, and then click, sorry. Oops.
Perfect. So, we don't have any clicks on them. Okay.
Yeah.
That answers that.
Okay.
But yeah, so you have an opt-in conversion, right?
Yeah, opt-in conversion, and then there's a purchase conversion as well.
Phenomenal. So what I would do here too, do you have them added as excluded audiences for each of these ad groups?
I don't think I did.
It's just might be worth doing. It's definitely something I do on high accounts with, with aspirations of spending tens of thousands of dollars a day.
How would I go about doing that?
So click on one of your ad groups here.
Okay.
Go to audiences and exclusions.
Okay.
And then add there. Yep. Campaign level is great. Go to browse.
Okay.
And it would be how they've interacted with your business. Website visitors. There you go. So all converters for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't do all website visitors, but I definitely do all converters. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So that'd just be something, and I didn't explain it in day 1. I kind of skipped over it. I looped back on day 2, but so I apologize for that. But it's just something how I start with a campaign.
Okay, and you do that with each ad group?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's just a cleanup thing. But yeah, I would say you're off to a great start. I love the campaign. I would just start duplicating it, get 10 of them going, 20 of them going. Even if it's at a low amount, you'll see some just take off real quick.
Okay.
And like his landing page is solid. We know it converts. You know, we're all sitting here, right?
Yep.
So yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so like you said, like 10, 20 campaigns, and then
Yeah.
Okay.
The more the merrier for sure. I would take some time, do some keyword research. The keywords you're targeting are great. Get even more specific though, right?
Okay.
How do I make money with affiliate marketing? How do I make a money CPA? Sorry, I'm gonna start cursing swearing, but target his name, right? That's, you know, if you want to be in front of anybody who's searching for Greg Dagan's, right?
Yes. Okay.
So yeah.
All right. I don't think I have any other questions or anything. So
Cool. Well, that was good. If you do before the end of the day, by all means, let me know. But yeah, no, it's looking good, man.
all right. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Do you have control back?
I do not think so. You have to click on me. You have to go to participants and click on me and go to more and make me the host. It's a bit of a pain in the butt. Perfect. Awesome. Let's go down. Dan Quill, one at a time. Yes, Stunning at Money Man, both being good. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Dan. Dan, did you want to jump on, or were you talking about Emil? Really appreciate all the awesome tips and feedback. Cheers. Oh, cool. Thanks. No problem, Moby. Gerald, one campaign, 5 keyword ad groups, yes, or custom intent, maybe 3 custom intent ad groups, up to 27 ads per ad group. Is that correct? Yes, it is. And those can be the same 27 ads in each ad group. Like that's how I would do it. And you'll notice that, you know, different things resonate with, like different keywords resonate with different ads. So yeah, you're absolutely right. All right, who's next? Who else wants to jump in here? Say we got 12 people on the call. There's got to be more than 2 people who have a campaign they want to look at, or even if you have a product you want to look at, guys, we can do that too. Oh, I see what you're saying, Dan. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably my fault. I suck at the Zoom thing. Apparently, I'm on it probably half my life, but for whatever reason, can't seem to figure out Zoom.
Hey, Gerald, show him yours.
What's that?
I was telling Gerald to show him his account.
Oh, Gerald, can you explain the custom intent audience again? I think I'm getting my wires crossed. No problem. And Gerald, I'll throw you on here. More approach panelist. Yeah, we'll go over that right now with you, Gerald. Where are you? Here we go. Make host. All right, Gerald, you're the host now. You can unmute yourself and share your screen, and we can jump in. We can go over, let's go over your funnel. We'll go over custom intent too.
Okay, just a second.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, can you see my screen?
I can see your screen.
Okay, I have a lot of tabs up on my other side, so I just shared this specific one. What I've been doing, Greg sent me about 10 videos. So
Sweet.
I'll show you this first. These are the competitors who do what Greg does.
Okay.
As far as affiliate marketing, there's probably 300 or 400 more.
Yeah.
But I went off of the guys that I see the most on Facebook, YouTube. I see these guys the most.
Yep. Okay.
And I did probably like 45 minutes of research, but I've also bought products from every last one of these guys. So I know what they do. So we had 10 videos. I created 10 videos. I'll just go based on ad set first, ad group.
Yep.
So here's his, I labeled each ad, of course, all the way up to 10.
Perfect.
Goes to the same, everything's the same except the link to each video. Each video is different. That's the only difference in them.
Perfect.
So far.
Yep, that's great.
But my question was, we are doing keywords, so I'm working on keywords as well. I went pretty basic, and I'm very familiar with long tail keywords. And I got here late, but I wanted to ask about that. So when it comes to my keywords, because I'm working on these now, I went extremely basic. I did open up Google Planner. I also use something called Keyword Surf, which basically if I type in a keyword in Google, it'll give me all kinds of like thousands of keywords in that same arena. It works really, really well. So I wanted to know, Pajama Prophetess Greg, I haven't used his name here yet, but I will, because I guess he could be his own competitor.
Yeah.
But should I add more keywords? I know you said do the 3 to 5, but if I feel I have some pretty decent long keywords, would it be applicable to add more to that, or just see how these run first?
So first off, this is a great start on keywords, but like for one campaign, like I would now make that 10 campaigns and change these out. So for example, for this one campaign, earn money online from home. Those two are great. Make money online. That one I would make into its own campaign and build out 4 long tails behind it. Not too long. Like you don't have to go nuts, right? Like the software you're talking about. Just a few, just mild variations. Enough. So this is what you're doing when I'm saying long tail, and I'm probably confusing you guys. All I want you to do is really add a word, is to pick a core keyword for a campaign and then add a word or two for it for your other keywords in the separate ad groups. Because all you're doing is I want you to slightly change Google's algorithm. That's it, right? I just want you to change.
So
I just want
like
it to be
hook?
Well, I just want you to kind of just nudge Google a little bit to be like, I just want this audience to be a little bit different than the audience before it.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
That's all. Because Google's going to make shit up anyways, and nobody's actually searching exactly for these keywords who your videos are going to be in front of. They're going to be variations of it anyways, because Google's always going to make sure that it fills its inventory. So we're just adding words and variations to your core to change up its algo a little bit. So that's why like make money online from home. Those two would be in a separate campaign from the 2 earn money ones, right?
Okay. Yeah, and I did that in the group. I don't know. I put them here because I used the word money online.
Right.
That's kind of why I threw them all together. But yeah, I do see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, and I was just breaking it just so that like you want infinite possibilities, really, right? That's what infinite scale is in this in this blueprint, really, is to be able to go. You start with say 25 campaigns, and then you scale the shit out of 6 of them, 8 of them really take off. Right, 4 of them are mediocre, but that's fine. We can get some volume behind them. The rest of them you're going to end up shutting off, and now you need a whole bunch more ideas because you want to introduce another 20 to your account so that you're constantly scaling. Right, like that's how I scale campaigns to tens of thousands of dollars a day. Is just through that method. Every week, my VA goes out, does some more keyword research around some more keywords, gets a few long tail variations of it, and that's a new campaign, and they bring me, depending on the account, the size, right, enough to make another 10, 20, 30 campaigns every week as I'm shutting off other campaigns and scaling the ones that are profitable. So that's why I say make them hyper focused, because you want to have infinite ideas. Start with what's most super relevant, right? So make money online, sure, that's fine, and I used it in my example. But I would be more like make money with affiliate marketing, right? That's what
yeah, and I have a list of that too. I just didn't use it yet. Okay, very good.
Cool. But that's what I do, right? Because that's Greg's wheelhouse, right? And that's anybody that knows or is going to know Greg, those are words they're going to use: affiliate marketing, CPA. Earn money online, that can be general. It could be, that could be 60-year-old women who are looking to sell their knitting stuff on Etsy.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that it's a bad keyword by any means. I'm just saying that, there's things
A little
to
more
consider.
focused.
Yeah. And pajama profits just doesn't belong in this campaign.
Okay.
Make a Greg Davis campaign and put pajama profits in it for sure. Make it like Greg
Got it.
Davis, pajama profits, Greg Davis net worth. I don't know, what other stuff he has that's
Perfect.
around that.
I can fix that. That's an easy fix.
And then same with your competitors, right? I would 100% build it out exactly like you did for the guys that you don't think are going to have a lot of volume. So have competitors 1, competitors 2, competitors 3, and have those guys who are like the medium known names in them. But then Peter Parks deserves his own campaign, right? You have Peter Parks, you could have DNA Wealth Blueprint. That's his product, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's got other products, I'm sure too, and you would know them better than me. So like in his campaign is going to be his name net worth, and then whatever his 3 products are. So, and Gary Kramer, I know he's got a bunch of different products too.
He's got him, Mike Falls. They all have Robbie Blanchard's the only one with I think maybe 2, but the rest of them have multiple products. So you're saying go ahead and instead of having them bunched up there, just competitor 1, competitor 2, competitor 3, just break them up real quick. Okay.
And if it's
So
if it's a guy who you don't think would get a lot of volume, then lump him in with 4 other guys you're not sure about, and see if that campaign spends money or not.
Okay, but these guys here, break them up into their own keyword based on their products and who they are. I got you.
Definitely.
So go ahead and get rid of all duplicate, change, make the changes, and then get rid. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, what about budget? Because I was talking to Greg about this, and I wasn't sure we're going straight into, boom, as many videos as he can give me, up to 27 per campaign. And we're looking at, based on what you just told me now, I can probably get a good 5, 10, probably 10 campaigns out of what we just talked about.
100%. Yeah. So, and in terms of 27 ads in each one, have it on indefinite rotate if you want, or have Google rotate it and never worry about it. Like that's an option, right? Have Google optimize your ads and don't worry about it, but shut them. So kill quick, right? Like that's why I want a shit ton of campaigns, right? I just launched a campaign yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, whatever, for a brand new client. There's 78 campaigns in his account right now, and they're at $5 a day. This morning, I already killed 6 of them. And it's just because like the cost per click was $7. So it's like, whatever, this audience doesn't want to hear this message, screw them. Like just cut the fat. So take that into your ads too, right? I don't think an ad needs to have $100 of data behind it before you know if it's crap or not. You'll know in the first, like if your first 5 clicks come in and they're over $7, kill the ad.
Okay.
Right? So you got 27 of them. It's gonna, like the beginning when you're launching a campaign, it's gonna take a lot of work in your account, but you'll get down to your top 5 or 6 ads, pretty quickly in each of your campaigns, and then just let them run, right? Let them build data if they're all pretty close, right? It just kill outliers as they come. And so and that's why I would suggest for you, build out 20 campaigns. But what is your budget? Like what do you have?
I mean, with what we're doing, I would say probably, we want to be around, we could spend up to, I mean, if we get good data, quick data, probably 300 to 500 a day for at least 5 days.
Perfect. So build out 20 campaigns at minimum.
Okay.
20, I'd see, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, build out 25 campaigns to start. Start them at $5 a day each, right? Because what are we at that? Like
about 150 or 125, something like that. Yeah.
So let's say you do that tomorrow on Sunday. I'm not saying work Sundays, I don't, but let's just pretend you did. So Monday come in and look at the ones, whatever, if you have conversions in a campaign, double it, right? That one goes to $10 right away. Even if it had 1 conversion, it goes to $10 right away.
Okay.
Now, if another one spent $5 and it got 3 clicks, so you're less than $2 a click, double it right away.
Okay.
Right? You have another campaign and it spent $5 and you got 1 click, leave it alone.
Okay.
And that's just how I look at it. And if you had 25 campaigns, I bet you only 10 of them, maybe 15 of them spend money in the first day. It won't be till the second day till it is. But now you're into Tuesday. Those say only 5 campaigns, you doubled to 10. Out of those 5 campaigns, 4 of them probably done good again. So if 4 of them are still within our KPIs, so below $3 a click or below $10 an opt-in, double them, right? And so by the end of next week, off of those 25 campaigns, you'll probably have killed a few campaigns, but you'll probably be at $300, $500 pretty quickly. And at that, you'll be getting at least opt-ins in the $10 to $15 range, which is really solid, right? Really solid for a good webinar selling a $1,000 product.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Cool.
Okay, that answers all my questions. No, I think that
Oh.
was it. It was primarily, now I know, just individual, just to recap what you said, individualize my main guys. And if I have some guys that are, I know a few others that aren't as high up, go ahead and group them together. Each individual guy is its own competitor, basically. Get a little more in depth. So we're going to start kind of, we'll keep these, but we'll group them out to add more to these two as their own campaigns, the primary keyword. $5 a day, 25 check data on Monday. I'll have this done tonight/tomorrow. So
sweet.
I'll check data on Monday and then just follow your advice. So I'll go back and watch this part of it just to make sure I really recap that. I appreciate you. This is awesome. As he said earlier, this is a great Christmas present.
That's awesome, man. Did you want to go over custom intent? You had a question about that?
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just a little lost on that. So because we're doing keyword, should we throw in custom intent? And if so, how should I go about that?
Absolutely. So custom intent is where you're going to get your scale. You're going to get more profit out of keywords. You're going to get more scale out of custom intent. You're going to get a lot more spend in custom intent. So this is the easiest way to talk about it. Now that you know exactly how to build out your keyword campaigns, basically the 5 keywords in one of your campaigns, those 5 keywords are going to build one custom intent audience.
Okay.
And then you're going to put 3 to 5 custom intent audiences in each custom intent campaign. Maybe 3 is probably good. Keep them as close together as possible, right? Like earn money online, custom intent could go in the same campaign as the make money online custom intent. Those are great. But then I would do like make 3 different affiliate marketing custom intents, right? Like, 5 words around how to make money affiliate marketing, 5 words around, I don't know, more shit around affiliate marketing.
Starting an affiliate marketing right? Business, stuff like that. Yeah, I got you.
So, and yeah, I would be, personally, I get my custom intents up. So I do my keyword research first, kind of how I showed you guys. I just lay out, across the top of an Excel sheet. I do all my research. It's all right there. I go in and so basically when I'm doing customer keyword research, I'm basically building out my keyword campaigns, right? And so then I just go in, I build out my custom intents first with those groups, and then I start working on my keywords, because the keyword campaigns take a little longer to build. And then usually if it's a big account, and let's be honest, if I'm actually building it and it's on my BA, by the time I'm done building it, I can press refresh a couple of times and see some data already on the CI campaigns. So that's why I'm always quick to put the custom intents up.
Okay, so we should probably do a few of those custom intent as well in the 25 campaigns.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're gonna 100%, yeah, you want a good healthy split. Obviously, it's gonna take 3 keyword campaigns to make a custom intent campaign. So maybe make 18 keyword campaigns, and then you'll have 6 custom intent campaigns. There's 24 campaigns right there.
Okay, yeah, I'll get it together, kind of talk with Greg on it, and I'll get this cleaned up first, and then we'll work on that. This is awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. And if you guys have any specific questions, obviously Greg's your guy, but Greg can always forward me an email or something like that. There's no problem with that.
Wonderful. How do I give you control?
So click on participants at the bottom. I'll pop up on the right, and then you hover over Moneyman, go to more, and you can make me the host.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. I enjoy. All right, guys. Is there anybody else who wants to share? We're not. Everybody's chatting in the last two calls, but now nobody's chatting. Again, cool. All right, Ed, Kristen, you guys want to share? Kareem, Mauricio, I'm sorry, Mauricio. Are we going to take a look at your Donald Armstrong campaign to see how you optimize? Honestly, I shut it off after yesterday, just because it's not something I was very serious about, because I didn't have any email automation set up or anything like that. Let's see what I can do here though for you guys, just because I'm a good guy. Do you have a campaign you want to look at, Mauricio? No, my other laptop just crashed recently. Man, I have so many laptop issues in my life. I feel the pain there. Okay, sorry guys. I'll try and bring up something here for you. I just made a mess of this account yesterday was all. I was using it as an example for something else. Cool. Okay. I don't have an active campaign right now, but I can send you the link to the video ad I was using for my campaign, so you can critique and confirm what was the issue. Yeah, sure. Drop it in the chat. I'll show my campaign here real quick to you guys, and what else I would do. But yeah, drop that in the chat. I'll do that right after. So yeah, we'll just talk about what we were just talking about there in a second. I feel like I got more opt-ins somehow. I thought I had all these shut off. So interesting. Oh, look at that. It was the same campaign. So look at that. That'd be a runaway for sure. So, is that including the 12? Yep. Okay. So let's look at our campaign again. So let's say this is where we started. 13 campaigns, $5 a day. I know yesterday we played with some optimizations, but I do apologize. I shut this campaign off and I did use it for something else today. So it's not where we left it yesterday, but let's start back from square one. Let's say that we're going into day 2. We spent $175 magically, because that doesn't actually make sense, but that's fine. And this is where we're at. Obviously, right? Obviously, this is absolutely crushing it. 5 conversions, $5 a conversion. There's, scale it to the moon type of thing, right? So over the course of a few days, we're going to get that scaled up as much as we can, right? And so the idea is, and let's just assume this is the only campaign that did well. And that's going to happen, guys. You guys are going to build out, you're going to build out 25 campaigns, and some of them are going to have a hard time spending. Not a lot's going to happen right away, but you're going to have 1 or 2 campaigns that are doing super awesome. So just start pumping money behind them as soon as you can, so that then, I'm on the end of week 1, and maybe I don't have a lot of data and not a lot's going on in my account, but out of $135 that I'm spending a day, half of that is in a profitable campaign. So now it's like I can sit back and let these gather data all day long, no problem, so that I have more to work with. And I'm not stressed about it, right? I'm not stressed as if I had one campaign and it's the verge of profitability, and I'm logging in here every day, refreshing my account, going, geez, will I profit today or not? I know if I've got 1 or 2, and sorry, I'm saying profitable, let's say getting $10 conversions. I know that half of my spend is in a campaign that's beating my KPI. So that is going to even out my account so that I'm getting close enough to my KPI that I'm not stressed. So that's the very first thing I look at in campaigns, right? We have these all broken out so that we can go in here and look at all the different variables that we want. But that's only useful once we have enough data. The high level is this campaign is getting me opt-ins at $5 an opt-in. So I'm just every single day, I'm going to double that, double that up to whatever, to 200 and then 50% past that. And by that, I mean, double this every day until you get up to about the $200 a day mark. And then at that point, do 50, 75%. So the day after that would be 300. The day after that would be like 450, maybe 500 if I'm feeling good. The day after that, maybe I go 800. The day after that, I go 1200. Day after that, so on and so forth. And yeah, really pumping into it. So now, other ways to look, more ways to look at these campaigns when we don't have a lot of conversions, right? So let's look at the second from the bottom. We've spent $18 on it. We do have 4 clicks, but the 4 clicks have cost us $4.46 each. That is way above KPI. Worst case scenario, I want to pay for a click is $3. So let's take a look. Gerald, does punctuation matter in keywords? Good question. You should test it. I do. I test it all the time, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So, for example, I would take. I like to test if Google still uses broad match, exact match, or phrase match in YouTube, like it does in search. And so I pump that in, but I find that only one of those keywords ever get traffic. So it's like Google just decides which one to throw traffic at. So I'm not really sure, Gerald, if punctuation in the keywords matter. I would just keep it normal for now. And then if you get a keyword that's a friggin' runaway, then maybe try it with some different punctuation and see if Google gives it different traffic. That'd be something interesting to look at. Mauricio, we'll take a look at that video after this. Okay, so we know that our cost per click is the issue in this account. So let's jump in here. Spell click. We can see that we've spent $4 on this and nothing's happened. We've spent $4 on this and the cost is $4.37 and this one's at $3. So what I would do here, and again, guys, I have these way pumped up so that we had data the other day. But what I would do right off the bat is if this one's at $4.35 and hasn't spent, okay, so sorry, let's go back to what our starting point is. So this guy has hope, right? We can see that it has hope. It's not great, but we can see it has hope. So let's bump it up and let's bully. We're bullying our own campaign, really, right? We're telling this campaign, I want most of your spend up here. And then these two I'd leave alone for right now. You know, if we get in and we've spent $10 or $12 and we're still above this, then I would shut this off and just be done with it. Or at least look into maybe some other things, but that low money, who cares? Especially if this one's still floating around $3 and has no problem spending money, then I don't give a shit about these two anymore. I can close these off, just really focus in on this one. So let's get a little further into this. Obviously ads are something that we can look at too. It's obviously just spent one ad, so that sucks. And that's because we added these late and I haven't run the campaign after that. So let's look at age. And columns reset every time you click in Google, so that sucks. Where did that go? Oh, there it is. So all 3 clicks came from the same age group. So there's not a lot we can do there, but we spent $3 in this age group and nobody clicked. So if hypothetically we only targeted this age group, look at that. It would have been $1.11 per click. Very interesting, eh? Once we dig in here. Now, I'm not suggesting that right away we shut off this age group. What I'm saying is that this this audience, this custom intent audience in this campaign obviously has some really strong potential moving forward based off the very, very little data that we have. So on first looks, when we were looking at this campaign, cool TPV CI number 2. this campaign right here. So at first looks, this campaign looked like crap at $4.46, but we know that there's data inside that support that there's some definite winners in there. So I just leave that at $5, right? $5. I know this campaign down here is carrying me and carrying my account, so I don't really care. So let's buy some more data. I know that we've got some promising stuff in there, so let's buy some. Next campaign, we've spent $18.19, 5 clicks, 364. So we're definitely above our KPI. Sorry guys, I just click on the left so that I know where I am. Let's take a look. Oh, I'm just making a mess of things. Don't mind me. So again, this guy's above. Let's go back to what our starting bids would be. Right, so where we spend it, right? We can see that AF programs, this custom intent, $10.62, 2 clicks, 531, way above our KPI. Again, not anything to be concerned about. It's a very little bit of money. I would, well, let's look into it. Obviously, ads would be something we'd want to look at. Unfortunately, this one didn't spend anywhere. Demos. Age. 1 click came from 1824. 1 click came from down here. Some intermediate promising data. Let's look into sex. I should have saved some defaults to make our life easier, but I didn't. Right, looks like male sucked up most of our budget and got 1 click that was high, and unknown was nothing. Didn't look like any females clicked. Again, only 376 spend, but we can start seeing some things emerge. Parental status, again, guys, we can go all the way down the list here. And because of the way we have it built out, there's so many different things we can look at. Boom, boom, right? Not a parent. Doesn't look like they're a fan. Household incomes. Sorry. Right, definitely some promise in here. So yeah, so a lot to consider there. So that's how I would do it. And then I just do this all the way down my campaigns every day. You know, you don't have to go into this much depth until you have some data. Like if this campaign had $100 into it, or even $50 into it, and is still at 446, I'm gonna make some hard choices in here, right? And not really hard choices, but it's very quick for me to go, okay, well, you're not making me any money. Or I could go into here and go into here and go, you are definitely making me money. You guys aren't. So let's just do this. Let's test this now for a little while. I've basically given up on that custom intent audience. So why not just gut it a little bit and see how much money I can get at least out of the small thing that is giving me money. Like there's no harm in that, right? So that's what I would do. Eventually that's going to drown out. The more you go in there and the more you optimize it, the less traffic Google's going to give you for it. But why not chip away at it slowly while you're still pulling a little bit of profit from it here and there? It's only going to help you in terms of scale. Yeah, and we could just keep going down the line, right? This is fine, it's mediocre. This one, 2.6, that one's getting a little scary. We'd look into that. This one hasn't spent. This one spent a little bit, but look at that, $1.62 a click. No conversions yet, but $1.62 a click. Let's go, right? Like I would go to 10 first, then I go to 20, then I go to 40, but like I'm just doing this for illustrations. Like, let's go. That's a good campaign. I want to get behind it while it's still juiced. This guy, here we go, $2 a click. Let's get behind it. This guy here, $30 spent, 2 clicks. We got some issues, right? maybe a little early to make calls, but if it's one campaign that's pulling all of the yeah, so it's really not telling us much here, right? So, but we can, yeah, well, it's really not telling us much. But I would be like, if I started at 0.8, I would be leaving that there. And I'd be looking at this campaign very critically, looking at shutting it off as soon as I can, right? If I get another, if that gets to $50 and this hasn't resolved, I'm definitely shutting off these two audiences. Actually, I might even right now. This wouldn't be too premature, I don't think. That those like just kill them, boom, boom. Now let's let that campaign run at $5 a day to see what these two audiences can do, because obviously these two were stealing all of the traffic. So now let's give these two a bit of traffic to see if they can outperform those. So yeah, I wouldn't even say this is premature. At $31, I would definitely shut off those two. Definitely. This is shitty, right? $13 spent in one click. That's crazy. If I had two, maybe. If this had 2 or 3, then maybe, but it doesn't. So let's be done with it. It's not working out for us. Yeah, and that's how I'd walk it down, right? 6 clicks at $5, that's scary. Right? That could be some issues. Where are we at? So again, both of them are pretty friggin' high. This one got 2 conversions though, so it's really interesting. But I would leave this. I would watch this. That's really high. That having 2 conversions is very interesting, especially at 725 a conversion. So maybe what I would do here, assuming everything is equal. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. So this is where we started. Yeah, the cost per click's high, but obviously the intent is really high and is doing really well to get us 2 conversions out of 3 clicks, 66% opt-in rate. Again, super little data, but immediately I'm going to go like this. Let's just give it a little bit of juice to see if we can do a little bit more. This one, $17 spend, only 3 clicks, $5. Maybe that even comes down to 6. That might be enough to completely choke this campaign and Google won't spend any more money in it. But I'm kind of okay with that. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit more traffic to find out, but I'm much more interested in getting some traffic up here to see if this continues the way it is, because that's not bad. And also pump some, let's pump some traffic down into these 2 campaigns to see what they can do. So that one being a very interesting, it's above our KPI here, but the one audience in there that did get us both of those conversions is well below. And since we've already started to optimize it a little bit, I'm very curious about this campaign. I would give it a bump because I want to get some data in here by tomorrow so I can make some decisions again. Nothing spent, so we're still gonna wait on that. $12 spent, 3 clicks, $4. Probably I'll leave it alone because it's getting close and definitely not any money spent. Kind of seems to be all right here. So that's interesting. I would leave it again. I don't like that no other keyword is spent here. I don't like that it's all in the same one. So that concerns me. CPV is 0.07. So like that's crazy low. So it's very interesting that that's so low and this is so high. So it is telling me very early that this is potentially a bad campaign. So this would be something where I would play the game again. Sorry. So maybe I would do that again, drop this to 6 cents. If it kills it completely, it kills it completely. I'm not in love with it anyways. And at least the rest of my groups are going to get some traffic now so I can get a little more information. Or maybe you go the other way, right? Maybe I don't want to kill this because I'm very curious about it. So I leave it at 8 cents and put these at 10. The difference between that is not going to kill your cost per click by any means. Google's going to give you what it gives you anyways. So yeah. So that's my thought process. That's how I go through that. And also keep in mind, guys, you don't have to be that detailed. My first week is probably that detailed until I get some big runaways, put a lot of money behind them, and then I really slow down, assuming that my runaways are doing really well. I manage a lot from just the campaign level, right? I do manage a lot looking at things like this. Like if this account was already spending 5K a day in a bunch of campaigns, and this is a new campaign I just launched, I wouldn't give it much more space, much more thought than this. It's just like, no. Okay, make sure my VA's got a bunch more campaigns in here by next week. I have no problem managing it from the campaign level. It's just really nice to have the other levels to squeeze out a lot more profit. All right, so I've said on that. Okay, we have Mauricio's video that we're going to critique next, guys. Anybody else wants to review anything, pop it in now, because if not, we'll call it after this video. Oh, and I can't hear it. Right. That's how it discovers a link between sleep and weight loss. So I can't hear the audio. I'm just going to say that right at the top. I don't know why you have this at the bottom. This does not help me, right? It doesn't help. All it's going to be is very confusing. And think about watching this on mobile, right? On mobile, this is it's just gibberish. Nobody wants to see that. The top part, I'm going to start back at the beginning, is your sleep type? Is that what that is? Is your sleep type interesting? Killing weight loss efforts. Scientific research discovers a link. So first off, yep, you're calling out people who want to lose weight. That's cool. Asking if my sleep type has to do it. That's interesting. It gets my attention. And then immediately, scientific research has a correlation between sleep and weight loss. All right, that's interesting. Sleep can be the key. Shredding belly fat. Okay, so that's interesting. So we are pretty far into it now, almost at 20 seconds. But I'm gonna sleep, and you're giving me too much information. You're giving me, it should be, and again, I can't hear the audio, so I apologize. Killing weight, blah, blah, blah. Scientific research discovers a link between sleep and weight loss that is revealed in this training, in this, I wouldn't call it a VSL, but that's a good spot. Put in right there that you have a video they can watch that reveals this, right? You're telling them, like, what is the point of me watching this ad? Is this ad going to tell me? No, tell them right up front. This free webinar reveals the scientific research, the scientific discovery that correlates sleep and weight loss, right? Then you can go into this other stuff for sure. People are going to watch that. That's interesting, but definitely call up front. Okay, what are we going to do about it? Is there a viral video proving it or showing it? Why do I care, right? Why are you telling me this? Are you going to solve it for me? How are you going to solve it? Are you solving this ad? Are you going to solve it in a video? What are you doing? Make this mistake. Take a 60-second quiz. Okay, here we go. We use 10% power of sleep. So it's interesting. Your call to action's a quiz. So yeah, interesting video. Take our quiz for free. I don't know if the quiz is the right call to action. Test it by all means. But if the quiz is the right call to action, put it up here, right? Is your sleep type killing weight loss efforts? Scientific scientific research discovers a link between sleep and weight loss. What sleep type are you? Have you take the quiz now to discover what sleep type you are? And you're doing this all before the 30-second mark, right? Get it out there. Tell them what it's about. Be upfront about it. You want them to take action sooner rather than later in the ad. And again, the more ambiguous your ad is up front, even about, like, obviously it's about weight loss, but you're being kind of ambiguous about what are we going to do about it, or what do you want me to do about it. So put that up front, give probably a stronger call to action. I would also, when you mention the quiz and mention up here, it should be a screenshot or like a quick little clicking of the buttons of the quiz, right? So that people are understanding it not only auditorily, but visually what you want them to do. If you go to the link, this is what the quiz looks like. Click here and here and here. But yeah, so that's my take on that. I apologize, I can't go into it much more than that, Mauricio, because I have audio issues, and really it stems further than that. It's more like a Zoom issue that I have. Cool. So does anybody else have anything else before we call it an evening? I'm happy to do so if you do. If not, you know, it's been a great 3 days, guys. All right. It doesn't look like anybody has anything. Greg, is there anything that you had left?
Nah, man. Just thanks. Actually, here, everybody, unmute yourself real quick. Let's give YouTube Money Man a hand. Unmute.
I don't think they can.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem, man. I really enjoyed doing it. So
Thanks for everything and all your help, man. Really appreciate it.
cool. Yeah, definitely.
All right, man. Well, hey, I appreciate it, man. I've learned a lot myself, and I'm gonna go back through and review these recordings and get my YouTube game up.
Right on. Awesome.
All
Well,
right.
thanks, guys. Appreciate the opportunity, and good luck in all your YouTube efforts.
All right. Good night, guys.
Bye, guys.
Good night, everyone.